Hi everybody, my name is Soni. I wanted to tell you about my trip to Amritsar of March 2014 and wanted to share some really important information and tips for travelers who are traveling Amritsar, which is a must go if you are in northern India. Amritsar hosts the Golden Temple, also called the Harmandir Sahib, which is the holiest shrine for Sikhs around the world. And it is a beautiful temple with a lot of history, and Amritsar itself is a beautiful city packed with historical landmarks, and then of course the Golden Temple. So let's talk a little bit more right now about how to travel the temple itself. Because there's so much to see and do within the temple that I wouldn't want you to miss out on some special aspects of visiting the temple while you're already there. So as far as accommodations in Amritsar, or if you're going to be staying near the Golden Temple, there's a gazillion guest houses and hotels right near it. You can check up on tripadvisor.com. I love tripadvisor.com. Look up on tripadvisor.com to see what are the best accommodations, recommendations for Amritsar and especially the Golden Temple area. You can definitely find amazing accommodations right nearby within walking distance of the temple. So if you're within walking distance and if you're about to go to the temple today or you're planning a trip into the temple, just be aware of dressing appropriately because as with all Sikh gurdwaras, they will require you to wear a head cover. If you don't have one, that's fine. For women, a shawl is fine just to cover your head while you're inside the temple grounds. And for men or women, if you don't have a shawl or other head covering, that's fine. You can buy them very inexpensively from just outside the temple, or the temple actually has free head covering. So as soon as you enter into the temple area, you'll see bins that have free head covering. So you don't have to worry about purchasing anything like that. You can find free ones as well. From there on out, once you're about to enter into the temple, just be aware that you'll have to wash your hands and probably also wash your feet. They have a long water basin that you walk through that gets your feet cleaned. So if you're wearing socks, you'll probably have to remove those. And for women, if you're wearing those long leggings that cover over your feet, that may not work because they make it wet and that may make you uncomfortable. So once you're getting into the temple grounds, a couple of other things, they do have really good restrooms right outside the temple. They're very clean, they're kept up throughout the day by temple volunteers. So you can use restroom facilities outside the temple. And then once you enter the temple, you're going to go down the stairs and you're going to see some beautiful first views of that Golden Temple, which is actually incredible. And it might be a really good picture spot for you to enjoy for later. Once you get down those steps, you're going to then make it your way to the left. And we recommend this because you could get to the main entrance of the temple if you go to the right, but actually you want to go around the entire temple and then go into the entrance of the temple, which actually sits inside the Sarovar, which is the nectar pool which the Golden Temple sits within. But you want to take a round around the temple before you come into the walkway that leads you into the main temple. And the reason for that is because there's so much history that's explained on the walls of the walkway that's around the temple, and so you don't want to miss out on that history. That is also where you're going to find the Dukh Panjani Bear, which is the tree of worries, and so it's a really great amazing tree to visit. It has a lot of history. So one amazing thing about the Golden Temple is everything is translated in English, so you won't have any trouble with understanding what the history is, what the dates are. Everything is there in English, so you can really enjoy that. Once you've come all the way around, you can enter the temple from the walkway. There's only one entrance and one exit area into the Golden Temple, and so you enter from there. That could be a 45-minute to a 1-hour wait depending on what time of day you go or if there's an event that day. So be very careful about that because that wait can be long and tiring. Once you've gone through that walkway, you'll enter the main temple. Just remember that the main temple gets very crowded, and so you'll have enough time to just enter the temple and see inside, and then you'll be ushered very quickly out the other door right away. So what you want to do is once you're out that other door and you've visited that main area, then you want to walk around it and you want to go upstairs where there's a second level and more carvings on the walls, and you can enjoy more of the temple and actually sit down and enjoy some of that meditative hymns that the priests are singing there. And then you don't want to miss the rooftop as well. Sometimes people go there and they forget that there's actually a rooftop as well, and there's more prayers that are happening at the rooftop level as well. So you can go up another set of stairs and you'll end up on the rooftop of the Golden Temple. At this place, you can actually have some beautiful views of the entire temple complex as well as some parts of Amritsar city. So I would recommend not missing that rooftop view. Once you're done with all of that, it's also good for some pictures actually, the rooftop. Once you're done with visiting the temple itself, you can come down from those staircases back to the second floor and then back to the ground floor of the temple. You can take another round of the temple and then come out through the exit. Once you've exited, you'll be offered the sweet, what we call prasad, and that is offered to you on exit, so you can take that as a blessing. Once you've had that, you can actually walk back around towards the langar hall, which is actually the lunch hall or food hall, we can call it. It's called Guru Ka Langar, and it's a very, very famous kitchen. In fact, one of the largest kitchens that feeds up to 80,000 people a day. It's an amazing, amazing endeavor, and the Golden Temple hosts this Guru Ka Langar every day, all day. You may have a little bit of a wait here as well, but it's very organized. So all you have to do is head towards the Guru Ka Langar. You can ask anybody there which way it is. You would have actually passed by the entrance of it when you were taking your first round of the temple complex before entering the main temple, but you may not have gone in yet. So then head towards the Guru Ka Langar. You'll climb up some stairs. It's an entirely different building. It's a huge building, and over there you'll be given your plates and everything else that you need for your lunch or for your meal. And then you'll head upstairs to where the food halls are located, and you'll be ushered in according to groups because of how busy it gets. There you can enjoy some amazing Punjabi food, lentil soup, yogurt, flatbread. It's amazing. I would highly recommend not missing the Guru Ka Langar at the Harmandir Sahib. It's an amazing experience, and quite amazing to see all these volunteers at work attempting to get all these people fed. So definitely a no miss. From here on out, I think it'd be really important to know that there's a couple of things more that you can see inside the temple complex. There is also the Akal Takht, which is a building located within the temple complex. It is the seat of the political and the spiritual house of Sikhism. You can also visit that building, and also there are some Sikh museums that are very much inside the temple complex, and you can visit those as well. The next thing I would recommend is, once you're finished with your visit of the Golden Temple, there is another historical landmark that's very close to the Golden Temple. It's called the Jallianwala Bagh, which is a garden basically, which has a lot of historical significance. And it literally is within walking distance of the Golden Temple. So you can take a rickshaw ride there or just walk down the street and you'll see the directions for Jallianwala Bagh. I would highly recommend visiting this historical landmark and enjoying the gardens as well. And reading about the history. Again, everything is translated in English. And also the Jallianwala Bagh has a film showing that happens every half an hour or every hour. You'll have to check at the Bagh. So you'll want to view that video as well, which is a description about why this place is so historic and why it's a landmark. I hope you enjoyed the description of Amritsar and Golden Temple. I'll talk more about other Amritsar landmarks in another video, but I wanted to spend more time talking about the Harmandir Sahib and Jallianwala Bagh because they are two very large historic landmarks and beautiful architectural places in Amritsar. So enjoy your visit to Amritsar. I look forward to hearing from you on how your visit went and if you had as much fun as I think you are definitely about to have.